So thank you, Professor Indumati, for coming here to Mozambique Climate Conference.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, you've been working with clean tech startups, clean tech entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and youth now for many years. Tell us about this program, Carbon Zero Challenge.
Carbon Zero Challenge is a pre-incubation program where we are training students who have an idea to build a prototype. And we also train them to become entrepreneurs right from customer discovery to building a business model and also coming up with impact metrics to pitch their startup. And so far we have done 4 cohorts. We have supported 100 innovations coming from different parts of India. And we have had several successful startups coming out of our program.
Oh, that's great. Now, I've been in clean tech for a while, and I know that clean tech is different from consumer internet or TikTok here. What are some challenges you're seeing for youth looking at clean tech solutions?
Yes, I think the biggest challenge is lack of supporting ecosystem from the time they graduate to becoming a startup. Once they graduate, or the job is a big attraction, risk-free attraction. So we need to keep them engaged in their product, what they are building. And for that, we need a pre-incubator before they are ready mentally, financially, and even from the product-wise. They don't have the confidence. So we need at least a few years of pre-incubation if we want to have successful startups. Otherwise, in the existing scenario, everybody jumps into building a startup because that's when you get money. You can go and register in an incubator. But then most often we're finding that the startups are failing. So we need to have some kind of a period when there is enough confidence built up, and then they go and have a startup in an incubator.
All right. So now this has been about 6 years with Carbon Zero Challenge?
Yes.
6 years. So lots of experience. You had some successes you mentioned, but you still see this big gap, this pre-incubation.
Yeah.
For all the other universities, early accelerators, what, let's say 1 or 2 lessons have you gleaned from supporting youth or students to get that confidence?
Right. So I think we have to start from identifying problems or challenges. And I find that we are all working in silos, universities and incubators, and also the industries who are the big market for these technologies. So these silos should be broken down. And if the industries can talk to the universities and give their challenges, that's a good starting point for a startup. The students can use their university time to build and provide solutions to these challenges, and then go to an incubator where they can build a startup, and then you have a market-ready product. The market is already ready. So I think there has to be a dialogue between the industries and even the government who wants technology, the universities who have the manpower. Like every university is churning out thousands of students every year, and everybody gets to spend 1 year of their final year in a project. This time is a free time, free manpower to build. I think the government and the industry should cash in on this manpower. It also comes along with the faculty's know-how, right? So we really need to tie up the gaps in the industry, the challenges in the industry, the manpower and know-how coming from academia to build a startup which is ready to have and the market is ready for the industry, for the startups.
Right. Yeah. So can our students compete? Can our students be, with this support, world-class clean tech entrepreneurs?
Definitely. I think India has always produced a lot of great ideas, a lot of great products. We have a lot of success stories, right? From Carbon Zero, we have our Solinas team, which is really doing well in the robotic scavenging, replacing manual scavenging. We have products like Sustain is a startup where it converts all the biomass to biochar. and startups which convert the plastics to oil, fuel oil. And these are all great clean tech solutions. We have had success stories in the past, and we are trained to think sustainably. I think it's there in our culture. So apart from the intelligence from the Indian academic community, I think sustainability is in our genes. Together, we can produce wonderful clean tech startups.
Well, we wish you all the success, and I'm sure not just myself, but everyone here at the Mozambique Climate Conference wants to see you succeed.
Thank you very much.